Once it broke below this sideways trend channel right here at 131, it was over. It fell below this 380. As you see, it made a base at 380. It was very important. That 380 was very important. If you were trading a stock, you would see how a lot of people were being bullish at 380. Here's why. Again, 380, that major support. It bounced off that 380, went up, bounced off the 380 again, went up, but it kept hitting its top line. This is exactly why I did not play any bullish calls. I stayed short throughout this entire thing. I stayed short. Once we get back over here to 5 and it finally broke below this 380, as I called, because again, previous video, you see the post. The post was made December, and I continued to make these posts throughout January. We see it finally broke out of this downtrend, the red downtrend channel, and came into the mega bear channel. This is all of this red. Anything below 380 is massive red. But here's the thing though, it literally gapped down below the 348 level. It gapped down below this level here. Once it gapped down below this level, it now had to, on open the following day, it now had to try to break back above that to show that it was worthy. It was not worthy. Tesla was not worthy. Let's dig in deeper. This is what happened. It was not worthy. It sold off. So let's jump a little forward. What will happen on the stock? Well, going back to the weekly, again, if you look at it, it's below the 20. We look here, it's below the 20 in 2022. Let's dig deeper. This 50-day moving average is literally post ER from the month of October 2024. We slide here in 2022, it is in the exact same spot. If everything above 260 is fluff, what do you believe is going to happen? There's no PR. Everything is baked in. What is next? The campaign trail is baked in. What is next? What's left for Tesla? Still no sight of, car sales, higher car sales. What I'm looking at here is a major possibility of this stock hitting 265. Because again, everything that is fluff will be wiped out. Everything is being retested. Now, will we see this immediately? Well, what happened here in 2022? We should see it happen within the next month or two. It took 2 months for Tesla to get from 480 down to current price. Here's the important thing here though. If we go back to the daily, it is below this 334 here, the 100 MA. If it does not show support or reclaim support above this 100 MA at 334, because we seen 330 today was again, it was a very important level. It kept bouncing around 330. If it does not reclaim 330 or 334, it's over. We should see first 310, which I do feel like once it hits 310, this is 310 level. This is why this is a dotted line, because it's not really a support, but it should touch it to slow it down. Like the selling should slow at these levels. Start to see short coverings here at these levels, but it could also still break through this. It's not really a real support. Actually, it is, if I do believe so. Here we no, so it was 309. So yeah, so if we're here, if we go to 212 and it's at 309, so yeah, it was here. Because remember, it sold off from that 360. and then came down here into 309. So all of this will be retested. Here's the gap fill right here, 321. And we should see it below 321 gap fill. And then look at this gap, 251. If this occurs, that 20 MA from the daily going to the weekly should make contact with this 50 MA. If it crosses over the 50 MA below the 50 MA on a weekly, the 100 MA is right there. If it crosses below the 100 MA, it's insanely bearish. 167. Again, all of this could be retested. Now, I'm not saying it will happen all at once. Again, you see it making these recovery bounces here, or it could, yeah, it could happen here, 430, and then come back down. So it's not like I'm completely bearish. I mean, I'm overall bearish, but again, we never see a straight down, straight up situation, right? The problem that people are not seeing is I'm just going to compare it to Apple. The difference between Apple and Tesla in recent earnings. Apple is an iPhone company, is a phone company. But on its recent earnings report, the iPhone was not selling. It had not sold as much as Apple would have liked. Throughout 2024, since the iPhone 16 dropped, we've seen analysts picking at the iPhone 16. It's pretty much speaking on the sales, the overall sales. We get to ER 2025, and even though iPhone sales were not great, they still beat ER. That means Apple has had other things step up, other products to step up and take the iPhone's place, the losses. Tesla does not have that. Tesla has many products, but none of them that are replacing the losses of its EVs. This is the issue. The market has been on this. A CEO posts something, and again, Elon tried it today, trying to purchase OpenAI, or having a joke, making a joke about purchasing OpenAI at 94 billion. OpenAI CEO made a joke back. He called it Twitter. He didn't even call it X. We'll purchase it for 9.4 billion. That's well below what Elon initially paid for it. I think that was the proper value of Twitter, to be honest. So there's nothing left. There's nothing left in the tank. As long as Tesla's below 330, it's a short. It's even a bigger short. I actually went through some videos on YouTube to actually go check some things out, see what people are saying. A lot of people are actually still, it amazes me. There's one guy I found on YouTube. He actually did an amazing job. I actually like what he was saying. He was actually, he was spot on. He pretty much said things that lined up with what I pretty much was seeing myself. But there are a lot of furus out there giving false information, false, by the dip.
What we have here is a world turned upside down. We've got mirrors, we've got reflecting pools, we've got narcissism, we've got self-indulgence. It's all bullshit, isn't it, really?